If you black, like Obama when he was president, he had the smallest microscope. He couldn't sneeze wrong, and they was gonna come down on him hard. So, Takari, you gotta. I love you, girl, and you fine too, by the way. But you had to know that they was gonna be extra specific when it came to you because you were black and you were a woman.
Damn.
Ooh, yeah, nigga. I mean, black man. Yes, black man. Thank you.
Oh, I ain't got no money.
Throw me that. That's a hell of a statement. That nigga.
Mind my business and leave yours alone? Wait a minute. Who got my red lighter?
I don't know.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Thank you, sir.
All right. You ever grab that $3?
I grabbed you a beer.
Got me.
I don't remember you asking me to get you a beer.
Not me. Not me. We just ain't passing you the joint. No, it ain't gonna come from my hand. Yeah, I swear, I ain't anything. Run around this, slobbing on joints. Look like you eating pussy. Hey man,
This is a public service announcement, everybody. If you have wet lips, you should not smoke with a group.
exactly. Hey, you know, we laugh and joke and talk about some shit, you know, but the pertinent stuff, we never seem to get around to it. And then I was outvoted. Because I wanted to put the local politicians' feet to the fire to see have they done any of the things that they said they were gonna do when we voted them in for office.
We could do that.
Well, just talk about it. What you think? Or can we or should we? Because I think Lamont told me we shouldn't do that.
Didn't Takara win? She got her second term. She lost. That white chick won.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't recall anything she did.
Oh, okay. So that's why she lost?
Wouldn't that be a logical conclusion to make?
Yes. Yes.
Like you didn't do shit. Why would we put you back in there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I hate it because it's a sister. You know, I love my black people. But you gotta understand though, when they put our feet to the fire, we are under a bigger microscope than the average race. Whether you know, white, Indian, whatever. If you black, like Obama when he was president, he had the smallest microscope. He couldn't sneeze wrong, and they was gonna come down on him hard. So, Takari, you gotta. I love you, girl, and you fine too, by the way. But you had to know that they was gonna be extra specific when it came to you because you were black and you were a woman.
Damn.
I'm just saying that's the way America is.
No, I never paid any attention to St. Louis politics because when I came up as a kid, it was the white folks ran it, and it wasn't but two. Okay, what's his name? Tucker. You remember Mayor Tucker?
I don't remember him.
Okay. Then after him, it was somebody named A.J. Savanis, and by that time, I was up out of here. I was in the Air Force. I was in California. I was in Vietnam. I was in the Philippines. I was at Guam.
You talking about in the early 1900s, right?
No, motherfucker. I'm talking about in the 60s and 70s. Let's start in 1962 when I went to high school to the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
hey, you know, I had
come and think of when was you born? 95?
Yep.
Damn.
2010.
Ain't that a bitch? 95? And
Right. This nigga was born in 1806, and this nigga was born in 1900. I mean, this black man and this nigga. This is not a nigga, y'all. Right here.
That nigga's a nigga.
Not a nigga. That's a nigga. Look at him, y'all. I'm gonna pan in on his face.
bam,
That's a nigga.
whatever y'all may be, whatever y'all may be.
Man, you know, another race that I was kind of looking at, but I don't really know what the position does. The controller.
The controller,
Yeah.
finances basically for the city.
Oh, really? Well, who's the treasurer then? What does the treasurer do?
That was Darla Green.
I had a whole video of you holding your mic like that and
That's
was never heard.
That was Darla Green.
Darla Green. Yeah, that's that. Yup. She had her posters all over the place.
She's been in office for a long time, but that's the thing is that we don't really ask them for the job description. Most people in the city don't know what they do. They
I don't know
what the
what the. If you know what a controller do, tell me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe too.
But I like Tashara, and if you notice with our black mayors in St. Louis, we only make them one-time mayors, every last one, and we had some good ones. We had Clarence Harmon was a good mayor. Who else before that? I even think Freeman was a pretty good mayor.
Who was the last
Clarence, what was his name?
Great.
Clarence what?
black mayor?
Where?
In St. Louis.
Period.
For me,
I say period. I'm talking about period here in
In
the
St.
St. Louis metropolitan, including the county.
I would say,
I would say Clay.
well, none of the Clays were both congressmen. None was a
Clay was a mayor once.
That was Clarence Harmon is the last great one to me.
Oh, it might have been Harmon, actually, now that I think about it.
Because I was thinking about the boy in Chicago that they poisoned. I can't think his name now.
Well,
That
it ain't got shit
poison.
to do with St. Louis.
No, I did. He said the last great
For this
mayor.
area.
He didn't say for this area. He didn't.
He right. At first, I just said last great mayor.
He said the last great mayor. Now you want color what he said? Go ahead.
I did.
It's your house. It's your basement. It's
I
your
did.
way or the highway.
Well,
it ends up like that any
look.
damn way.
The other ones would be not relevant for us because this is St. Louis.
I didn't accept that. I accepted it like the name of the program, Black Everything. So every black mayor everywhere counted.
Hey,
All right, there's been a ton of those.
I'm with
down
you.
in town.
I'm with you.
There is no way to say who was the
We
greatest.
black everything, bro.
We are 3,000%.
Even the black motherfuckers in Chicago.
Yeah, but,
Thank you.
None of them mayors would.
Harold
have any
Washington.
influence.
That's what his name was.
You met him?
You
Yes.
talking about D.C.?
No, I'm talking about Harold Washington.
Oh,
mayor
yeah,
of
yeah.
Chicago.
Right,
And so
right,
I can
right,
get
that
your
was- that
face.
is.
Just trying to hold it down. Just you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Harold Washington was
A great,
Phenomenal.
a great
Prominent.
black mayor in Chicago. He just said great black mayor.
Okay, I
so
ain't
my
arguing with you,
mind
nigga.
expanded a little different.
I agree. He was a great man. He's prominent for sure. I don't know what he did for politics in Chicago, but he was very
Well,
prominent.
to be fair, too, he spent a lot of his adult life in Chicago, so I could see him having that broader view on great mayors because he's been through a couple different states. I mean, cities work.
Let that
of
be the
mayors.
reason.
Okay, because I could make an argument. He was in St. Louis City, so he would have experienced the St. Louis City mayor, right?
Yeah, of course.
He now is in St. Louis County, so he knows what a St. Louis County mayor life is
Well,
like.
it's different municipalities.
And then he
for that.
stayed in multiple jurisdictions in Chicago.
No, he stayed in one.
This man is right here. How you gonna sit here and talk for him?
I'm not talking for him. I'm talking for me.
Well, I'm talking about him. I'm saying the reason. I feel like his reasoning was justified.
Everybody's got their opinion. Everybody's got their opinion.
Let that be the reason.
Let's keep it moving on to something else.
Washington was a great mayor, prominent. I don't know how great he was. I didn't live in Chicago, but he was prominent.
So we have an issue with vocabulary now.
That vocabulary is.
great, prominent. You call it whatever you want to call it.
Prominent.
It's just everybody's vocabulary.
Hey, well, let's get into something a little more controversial.
Name it.
The American presidents.
Don't like them.
Now-
don't trust them. But
Well, hold on. Before you go there, let's just give a little bit of perspective. Not really saying everybody's real age or whatever, even though you say it every other video.
Good.
But anyway, I have been through all the presidents through the 80s and now.
Ooh.
Mont been through all the
You got
presidents.
experience.
Mont been through all the presidents from what, Eisenhower?
Some 60s on up.
So Eisenhower.
No. He wasn't old enough to vote for Eisenhower. I wasn't.
No,
old
not
enough.
vote. I'm saying live through.
Oh, we have lived through.
Because these presidents' policies affected our lives too, even if we wasn't able to vote. So that's why I say live through. So
Okay.
we can start with the most recent president.
Who?
Donald Trump.
Oh, so you gonna talk about the really did it out the back?
Well, we don't gotta spend a lot of time on it.
Okay, next subject.
I thought that's not how we do this no more.
You gonna say what you gonna say?
Oh, okay. He gonna get. Well, then me and him would just give our opinion.
Yeah, because I said what I wanted to say. I said next subject.
I agree.
Let him talk then.
Well,
This is your turn.
Donald Trump is a very interesting subject because of the fact that now we get to see the full effects, which y'all asked for. Now, I don't want to give him any claim to fame or that'll be talked about on this station. I don't agree with none of this stuff. Most of the stuff that he does. Some of it is good.
Well, listen, I do. Let me say this.
No, nigga.
Hold on. No,
Some of it's good.
because I was supposed to give my opinion first anyway.
Ask me, bruh.
I said U.S. presidents. Let's talk about the most recent.
Asked me what I feel about.
Okay, go
Donald
ahead,
Trump,
continue.
nigga. I'm done now.
Continue.
I tell you what.
Continue.
I'm not even a big fan of Barack's.
Okay. That we wasn't to Barack yet.
We didn't ask you about Barack. We still was on
He's the
Trump.
president, man.
Wait a minute. You're right. He did put S on that. You're right.
Okay.
So now
Well,
back to that.
Oh, I can't think of.
I
any.
personally, as far as Trump goes, I don't think he any worse than any other president we had.
See, that's why they call it a difference of opinion.
It may be a difference of opinion, but I name. Yeah, I can name many policies from many presidents that were fucking stupid, fucked us as black people, and they supposed when they went into office, their whole bill was up for black people. Well, Obama for one.
Damn, Obama fucked us.
He didn't fuck us, but he
What are you
didn't
saying?
he didn't help as he kind of indicated in the
He
beginning.
didn't help as much as you thought he would. Then
I never had a quota. Like to me, it wasn't. Hey, you got to do this much for me to feel like
Well,
you was a good president for black people.
well,
You know what I mean?
and that's the thing.
And that's what we're talking about. We're only talking about presidents as they relate to black people.
And
I'm not referring to their policies that's other in other situations.
I'm with that.
Okay.
With that. But none of them.
I agree with
none
that.
of them. I can think had something that affected us in a positive way. Said policies other maybe in the 60s and the 70s, like the Kennedys when they were.
wait a minute. Time. Didn't everybody get their stimulus check? Did
Can we finish
everybody
talking
get their
about?
stimulus
Can we
check?
finish talking about this?
Did everybody get their stimulus check?
This is yes or no.
I got mine.
Listen, man.
I got a
did.
couple of them.
Now back to what he's saying.
Go
As far
ahead.
as these presidents, other than the Kennedys and the one who took up the policy after him, that decided, and he was a Republican, by the way, that took forward Kennedy's, his promises to the people. But other than that, I can't think of one president that was directly for black people. Not one.
No, so you
I
put
thought we were
you
saying
put
how we're going to affect black people.
right. You just
How
you
it
put
affects
extra
all-
words in what I said. But the
Said-
question was how they affected black people.
How did it affect black people?
And that's why I gave you John F. Kennedy. How
And
he
that's why I
affected
asked
us.
about the stimulus check.
how it affected us is that, you know, he got rid of a lot of the segregation ass shit. He was kind of forced into, he really didn't want to, with all of the protests we were having across the country.
Well,
but that's the only one that I can say that
I
has
don't-
never done anything significant
Well,
or effective
okay,
for black people.
Okay, cool, and that's fair. What you think, Lynn?
I think it's veritable. You know, I can see what he's talking about. Those policy changes, those amendments, and those things that did affect black people. Those amendments allowed black people to vote in different areas where they weren't allowed to vote.
Right.
Okay, I was just messing around when I said, okay, the last thing I seen any motherfucking president was when they sent every one of us one of them goddamn stimulus checks. We got the money and took it like all gravy, but it to me it was just another user of the black people. It was the last.
Harry motherfucker.
It was the last. Okay, so
Well-
y'all can go forward.
Let me. Well, real quick, I want to say on that.
And Congress that wasn't the president.
What first and foremost, the only thing that I was referring to, and this was my opinion, there ain't really been any real good presidents, policy wise, for black people. I mean,
I only named one.
but I mean, and the only one I can really name is the end of slavery, because that. As far as policy, if you want to say just straight policy and what a president put into a law that allowed something major for black people, that was the last time it happened.
You're allowed to say that.
And now I kind of feel you just disagreeing to disagree though.
No, I want to ask a question in regards to that. I don't want to disagree with you.
I thought I asked the questions, nigga.
But you told me who you were, who your president was, and you said
I ain't never said I had a
just said the
president.
one that ended slavery.
No,
That's
no,
slavery.
I didn't say that. I said the only real,
glad this recorded.
the only real policy change that was good for black people occurred when the one that let go
That
of the
was
slave.
Lincoln.
Okay, I ain't say he was my favorite president.
Nobody said you said that. You said that was the
You
only way
said
you
who
said
was
it
my
effective.
president.
No, my question to you was, why was that he effective? Because of the he said he ended slavery.
No,
how was it effective toward
I
us?
really got more of a broader
'Cause I-
way I'm trying to understand,
Shit.
trying to get you to understand. We really, as black people, haven't benefited from any one president much.
Not a lot, but JFK at least gave
And
us
and that was the most significant example.
And that was the most effective. 'Cause now we get
no,
choice.
listen, ending slavery.
It didn't end.
That was the okay. Well, and then we can have a discussion about that, my friend. We can have a discussion about that. I'm trying to get you to understand my point.
I did understand your point.
Okay, well, I don't
did.
understand why you got this combative energy
It
coming
ain't
from over there.
combative, it's just, so I'm not allowed to ask you, how was it really effective? This is just a conversation. It ain't
Ending
debating.
slavery?
I'm not disputing what the act did, supposedly. But a lot of that, if you, man, the reason I'm saying it wasn't really effective. They still benefit. We say slaves forever. Even then, a lot of us even crawl back to the plantations, all up until even when they still had black and white water fountains. That slavery shit wasn't as effective as saying we're gonna have these bills to give you the right to vote. The right
I mean,
have a
I
voice.
hear what you're saying, but
it ain't a debate. I mean,
let's switch it to a different gear. No, because I really think that we all kind of missed the target on that one.
I don't think so.
When I say we, I'm talking about me and you, nigga.
I don't know who you talking to. Me and you want to have a conversation.
Who you? Dude.
Think that
No, I'm
motherfucker.
good.
Now you want to hit the joint?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Damn.
Stupid.
You know what?
Oh, hold on. Yeah. Let me get that one. I thought it was him.
Fuck you. Did you catch that? Fuck you. I
Oh,
tried to help you out, but now
I didn't know what was
no,
going on,
no,
man. My bad.
But go ahead and say what you're saying. That camera still saying.
I ain't say nothing, and you get up every video too.
Fuck you.
That's very professional, sir.
more than that.
Thank you, sir.